is it anywhere?
Hey there, Tamara here, and welcome to the Loft. I have the absolute pleasure of having Rochelle here on today with us. Rochelle and I go way back in the financial industry, like maybe about 10 years or so. I met Rochelle, inspirational, determined young lady. Loved her instantly. We had an instant connection. My late husband loved her too. He even affectionately calls her Junior, and that name is stuck. I don't even know the last time I called her Rochelle. But today we're going to be talking about the ups and downs of dating as a single parent, as a single mom. This is going to be an interesting conversation. I just want to turn it over to Rochelle and to have her introduce herself. It's all you.
Hi, my name is Rochelle, as Tamara said, but you can call me Junior or Ro. Um, I am a single mother of a 14-year-old boy uh, that has a girlfriend. Let me
Ooh.
just throw that in there. So there's a lot of life of that. I like long walks on the beach. I like live music. My son is a Leo, Cancer, if y'all into that. Um, and I like to laugh. If
Yes,
you got a nephew or something.
yes, she does. And you see how she done already started making me laugh
Um,
because this is a constant. This is a constant. I
Okay.
try to be serious. It never works.
I
But that's a
mean,
good thing. That's a good thing. That's the
yeah,
light in
use
me.
your platform for something.
Yeah. I was waiting for you to break out. I'm a Leo. You kicked it with I like long walks on the beach. That's
I
my
do the
only.
beach. I only like the beach at night. Like when there's other folk, don't
I
take
hear you.
me. But
Yeah,
at
no.
night with the moonlight, get a telescope so we can watch the moon.
And the stars.
But
Oh,
my ex, yeah, that's why I'm single now. That's too much for some people.
no, it's not. No, it's not. That's good though, but I know what you mean though. Sometimes they can't even go that far, as
Yeah.
you well know. And it's just like, because that's what we'll be talking today. We're going to be talking about our stories, our ups and downs. I'm not using no names, I'm just using timelines. I said because whew, the ups and downs of dating and being a single mom. And
Right.
me personally, I was a single mom for, whew, wait a minute, close to 20 years,
Hmm.
close to 20 years before I found the love of my life. And I dated and I've been through it.
Look, cause especially being a single mom and you trying
Yes,
to date, you gotta find somebody that's definitely a good inspiration, a good role model to your boys. And
yes.
it's hard, like when you trying to date someone and you seem like you raising them, cause it's like, uh, uh, second son, what's going on? Like if I call you my son name, it's like, dude. I be trying, but it's just like I'm already raising a 14-year-old boy. I can't raise no 42-year-old man. And there's a lot of what K Michelle say, can't raise a man. Ain't that the song? Yeah.
Yeah,
Jesus.
I know that's the truth. But I know it's nobody but the Lord that helped us through this journey.
Mm.
I tell you the truth because my God, all day. But as I say, a lot of the experiences that we've had were not maybe good at the time, but it allowed us to see our self-worth, learn who we are, and move up from there. You know, it set our expectations so that we expect better because we saw what happened and we know. It's like I feel like personally, I learned who I was, the things I liked, the disliked, the things I was going to tolerate, the things I wasn't, especially because of my boys, because my boys were my world. My boys, they still are, of course, but you know, being younger, they're all we had, you know, especially if there was no father figure in the house. It's just like, so they're our focus, they're our life, that's what our drive, our careers. So it was so important to have, you know, if you are dating, and I didn't like to have that around them too much either, unless I was getting serious in a situation. But it's just like when it comes to it, but I know you have some interesting stories to tell, and I'm ready for them. I know the audience is too.
It's just very interesting with everything between what my son say, what I say, my mom say, even
Uh-huh.
guys that I dated, what they say. And it's like we get dinged for having standards. And
Mm,
it's like it sometimes it may take five people to say, let me add this to my list of
mhm.
do nots in a man, a bunch of red flags or whatever the case may be, because it's like I didn't think somebody would actually do that,
Yep.
which is crazy because people get offended when we have these standards.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it's just how you present the standards, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but it's just beyond me how some people get upset with the standards. I mean, it's growth. Everyone grows every year. When I get in a relationship, I'm 37 years old and I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
still be growing with my person. Like it's
Yes.
different ways of growing. Like I'm growing as a parent. I'm still growing as a parent. I can grow as a friend. I'm still growing as a friend when if I just meet someone. So it was just like we gotta be patient, but a lot of times it's just be common sense and just work together. That's what
Mm,
partnership is, being a team.
mm, mm,
Yeah.
mm, mm. You ain't say nothing but a word. I said you preaching because that's the God honest truth. It's like it is. Partnership is it's a team effort from
Mm-hmm.
both parties. And it's just like, and I like what you shared about the red flags, because a lot of times what we do is we will ignore those red flags, even if they've been presented to us multiple occasions. We have this strong thing called intuition, which we get from discernment, which therein comes from the Lord. So we need to start listening to it. We
But
need to start listening to it.
we
Woo!
listen to it, but we ignore it because one, we feel as though that we need to be in a relationship, and
Yes.
two, in my opinion, I feel as though society makes us feel bad if we cut somebody off because of something.
Yeah. Hmm.
Um, like straight up, I'm gonna be real. Like my daddy was in my life, so I mean, he was a
Yes.
provider, he was domesticated. So that's what I'm looking for.
Right.
So, I'm not looking for my daddy exactly because women or people bash women. I'm going to say women bash men for looking for like a mother person that
Yep.
cooks, clean, and all that
I
other
hear
stuff.
that. Hmm.
But my dad taught me how I should be treated, how a wife should be treated. And he was a provider. And my last person that I was talking to, he was like, man, uh, I wish if we was together, we wouldn't have to work. You wouldn't have to work so hard. So some
Uh-huh.
way, somehow that conversation disappeared. And I was like, well, what you mean by I wouldn't have to work so hard? I'm about to, I mean, for real, I will not quit my job because I get insane just being at home on vacation.
Yeah. Hmm.
So I'm just thinking I ain't had to pay bills. He was like, no, because you just wouldn't have to work so hard. So like we split the bills 50-50, you know. And I'm like 50-50. And I really said that. And then I was like, well, let me just call you back. Because it's like for real for you to I mean, I know that's a conversation that you are supposed to have, when
Right.
you are dealing with someone. But that
Right.
was too soon, or I don't know when was soon, because I mean it's like run. But it's like, dude, you looking for somebody to pay bills.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking for. You what? Come on, 50-50, sir. I ain't got time. I'm tired of paying bills, y'all. I'm sorry. I've been doing it for a long time. So ain't no 50-50. But I had to cut him off though, because it's like going in this whole situation with him.
Right.
It's like I am very big on men expressing themselves or whatever.
Yes.
'Cause I don't think that that's a sign of weakness or anything like that. Because I speak that to the kid all the time.
Right.
Like, because he said society said men ain't supposed to cry. I said, what? I had to
I
get him
know.
on that. But it's a
Yeah.
difference between crying and complaining about stuff,
Yep.
and is something that you can work on. So like
Yeah.
the whole week and a half, me and him was talking. It's like, oh man, this I can't do that. I need my car. I ain't got no money. I ain't got no money. And it's like, why you keep telling me you ain't got no money?
Oh.
So I was just done. So me and him was supposed to meet up at this restaurant.
Uh-huh.
Mind you, the restaurant wasn't even, it's not even that expensive. So
Uh-huh.
no, it wasn't Cheesecake Factory, but it was just Genghis Grill. That's the stir fry place. It was a cool
Okay.
place. So I was like, well, because I was like, well, you want to meet me after my massage and go to the Genghis Grill? He was like, oh yeah. So then he complained about his car. He said, I can't even go, because I don't know how much my car gonna fit
Uh,
cost. I said, it's not even that much. I said, I would have paid for my own food. So now he trying to figure out how much it costs and want to do his research. You should have been there that. Talking about
uh-huh.
something gonna be 83 degrees. Let's go to the park. First of all, I'm not going to the park. 83 degrees in October. You trying to get me sick and you can't afford to take it. No, I ain't say that. No, I ain't say that, y'all. You can't take off to take care of me because you gotta get your car fixed. So he had to call out one day and he was like, he called me, I really like you. I think he was trying to borrow my car or something, or borrow some money till he get paid. I don't know why he told me he really liked me. He's still calling me, y'all. He on the blacklist.
You
I have an Android, so I see he's still calling me. What? But you not gonna try to holler at me because I got an Android? But yeah. I mean, that was just too much for my life because, like, I'm a single mom and you talking about you don't have money in your pockets. It's
right.
not even, it's like, if I'm hustling hard to take care of me and my kid, pay
Yes.
my bills on time, get my car fixed, or get whatever fixed when I can, then I don't want to hear from you.
Yeah.
Because you stressing me out. When I said I was exhausted, that day I told him I was done.
Uh-huh.
I blocked him. I went to sleep 7 o'clock at night and woke up 7 o'clock in the morning. I can't take that energy.
You had a full 12 hours sleep.
I
Yeah.
was knocked out for
Oh my
12
God.
hours. 12
Oh,
hours.
oh
You
my goodness.
dragging me trying to figure out how you gonna get your car fixed because you don't get paid until Friday. I'm sorry.
Yes.
I'm not I'm not busting on anybody's downfall because I know times happen. Because
Right.
I'm
Right.
at a moment where I was like majorly in the hole. I don't know what was going on at that time of my life, but I had to get a second job.
Mm.
Um, two, I was working pretty much 70 hours a week, both
Mm.
jobs. So, I mean, my account was looking nice, savings. And I mean, I did that with my kid, and he was only, what, maybe nine, eight,
Mm.
nine. Time. So I was like, come on, you could do it too. See, my thing is, if
Yeah.
I'm a hustler,
Yeah.
and if I can do it, you can do it too. If you getting
Yeah.
off at 3:30, you can find something else to do to get your money up.
Yes. Yes. And like Bobby used to always say to me, Tam, they don't think like you. And that's exactly what I'm telling you, because they don't. It's a lot of people don't think like that, and that's a red flag that
Mhm.
you observed. And I love, how you are actually helping that person to be accountable too, because you have to raise the standards, especially because you have a young man. And even if you had a daughter, same thing. It's just like you want whoever that person to come into your life to be a positive reflection that they see, and you two have balance, you two are going on the up and up, you're equally yoked. That is so important. And I admire you for cutting it off, because there's so many times that I enabled a situation and stayed in a relationship for way too long when I saw red flag after red flag after red flag after red flag and kept on ignoring it. And that's me being just transparent, because it was that empathetic person that I am. And I was just like, okay, maybe if I love on them a little bit more, then you turn into the codependent type of individual. It's just like, maybe if I nurture them a little more, I'll bring. And I
Mm-mm.
learned. I have learned.
But it
Truly,
took
I did.
time though, right?
Yep,
It took
it did.
time because it's
It
like,
did.
well, they not that bad. They
Yep,
do this better than the last person. And then it's
yep.
like, well, like, and it's crazy because, and it's probably just, it's not probably, it's just the guys that's into me or approach me. I don't know what I got on my forehead.
Do we wear a sign?
Yeah. But it's like, I was pressed on somebody having their own crib. When I tell you, y'all, I was on a dating app real quick. Almost everybody lives with somebody.
Uh-huh.
Almost everybody. And it's like, oh, can I come over and cuddle? And it's like, why would I invite you over here? Like, no, like, get your own spot first. I'm not getting a room. No, it's just, I don't know what it is that's saying, hey, I got room and board. I don't know. But it's like, I was pressed that he had his own crib. Cause I can't
Yeah.
find it. It's like, oh, he got his own crib. Yes.
Yep.
I
And
had
it's just because
somebody. Go ahead.
no, because you're right. Because when you're thinking about it, again, being that single mom, and then you have your crib, you have yourself together, you have that thing, but they're wanting to come over there, and it's like, and knowing you don't want your son to see all of that,
Mhm.
and it's just like, so that is so important, and it's just like, of course, people in life have situations or that happen to them, and there is a legit reason why they have to go back home, but that's a separate, different topic all within itself. You know what I mean? And it's just like, and those people, their mindsets, I believe in what I've seen from those who legit is on a mission. That's what it is. They're on a mission. And whoever
Mhm.
it is in their lives, they respect that. And they make a way to be able to partake in the relationship without causing any rift, without being so reliant on that person. And I think that's a great thing. That's when you see like, okay, this person he got his head on straight.
Right. No,
Yep.
because at the end of the day, I
Mhm.
get it. Is because if I could live with my mom and save money, I would.
Yes.
But I'd rather. Ooh, she gonna watch this video. Love you, mom. I'm good. So it's just like I don't like they really just she gonna be like, what you say? I told her I might have to throw her in there for a second. But it's like they just be comfortable. And I mean, I understand like a roommate. It's like different situations. But like back
Yes.
in the day, they used to take care of their mom or their
Yep.
aunt. But now they don't even say that. Yeah, I live with my
Nope.
cousin. So it's just like it's just regular. Or I live with my wife. She lives on the other side. Yeah, I
Right.
had that story, y'all. The nerve. How you mad at me because I don't want to talk to you because you got a wife? But mind y'all, oh God, I don't want to get canceled, but he need to pick and choose his battle.
Yes.
I'm sorry he got shot and he's in a wheelchair, but he wanted people to have pity. No, I'm not talking to you because you got a whole wife just because y'all live on the other side of the house.
Oh,
I heard that story several times for the kids.
yeah, a whole wife. I dealt with something like that. Oh God, when I tell you that's like, are you serious? I had to tell somebody. Somebody was like, "I could be your husband." I promise you, I ain't going back there. But the guy was like, "I was," and I mean, this was somebody who you would not think would do this, right?
Mm.
So, he was like, you know, you know, I heard you were talking to somebody else, and I was like, yeah. He was like, well, how do you know the Lord didn't send me to be your husband? I said, because the Lord ain't gonna send me no married man. Click.
Oh, no, he didn't.
Yes. I was like, are you serious? I don't know what it is that they think is right about that, but it's just not a good look. And it is somebody else. I mean, I don't, I have, my boys are looking at this too, so they probably like, what? Because they have no idea, because I kept all of that stuff away from them. I kept it all away.
Oh God,
And
I
it's
hear
just like,
cool name. Who was it, Mom?
who wants to see me where they live? Because they would have been ready, even
She
at
just
that age.
making that up for the story. It's
Yeah,
not
that's
real.
it. I was just
Yeah.
making it up. Just so I can relate, right? Wink, wink.
I
Oh
I
God.
don't know why. I don't know what's the point of being in a whole core relationship and trying to be open with it and
Right.
just date around. Like, I don't know what that is. That
Mm-hmm.
is just, why is that acceptable? And then
Exactly.
the women don't be okay with it. Some may be. I know some swingers,
Mm, mm,
but I definitely would not want to be the one.
mm-mm,
No. I mean,
mm.
I'm married for a green card, but I'm not being your swinger relationship. When they, what's that called, sister wives?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I might be the favorite wife and they might be hating on me.
Oh God. See what you I
Y'all know
knew it.
somebody that need a green card. I'm
Oh
at
God.
that point. That's where I'm at now. Give me a house built,
Oh,
girl. Fix my car. Give me a system in my Hyundai. That I'm about to do that. That's
oh,
where I'm going. I ain't getting nothing else.
you bet you know. I'm like, nope, we need to talk. Junior, we need to talk. We need to talk because I need to minister to you for a little bit. Because that
Look, how you know God ain't sent him for me? But at least he can help the kid build a house with for him. Yeah, like it's just,
oh God.
oh gosh,
I
it
know.
just be so hard.
Stuff we go through and the stuff we endure. And it's just like, as I'm doing this and building up on this and just opening up, because I was talking to a really good friend of mine earlier, and when we were talking about opening yourself up for vulnerability, opening yourself up, being transparent. Um, this is not me. I'm normally so private, and it's just like, of course there's limitations, and I'm only going to share but so much, because you can't let everybody in, but you can let people into a point where you can help them, and then you can share, because you always have to guard your heart in situations, which I feel is really important. But I said, I've been reflecting on life and choices and things that I did in the past, and all this stuff has been regurgitated, these memories of these experiences. And it's been like, I just thank the Lord for the growth. I thank the Lord for being so patient, and his grace and his mercy for being with me, enduring all of that stuff. Because you and I, we got stories to tell for days.
We can be here for 3 months. To be honest, I be thinking about stuff. I'm like,
Yes.
thank you, Lord. I'm like, I should not be here right now. Or I
Yes.
should have 30 kids with 28
Yes.
baby dads. No, dang, I want no bald head hoe. No, I wasn't that. But I'm just saying, like, I live life. I wasn't out there, y'all. So don't think you can't
No.
turn her into a housewife. Don't think that. But I'm just saying, like, I'm just saying, you
Yeah.
know. But
And
it's just crazy that it's like I came this far, and that's why
right,
is I appreciate the things and I appreciate life, and I
right,
need to appreciate my husband. He's
right.
coming. I
Yes,
don't
he
know
is.
where he coming.
Yes.
If he got a visa or not, but no, but for real, I just need to. I'm like back in the day. I always said that I was ready for love, but if
Mhm.
you threw a good man at me, to be honest, I wouldn't have known what to do with that. I would have
Right,
been. I would have jacked it all up. But
right.
now, as far as communication, and believe it or not, and this kind of that's why Corey his video, it was
Mhm.
really like wow, because that's just
Mhm.
like an adult Jalen. Oh, I don't
Mhm.
know my kid name, but anywho, so he teaching me a lot as well,
Mhm.
parenting as far as relationship wise, and that's just with anything like communicating.
Yes.
Um, is not all about the fussing, is about teaching as well. I
Mhm.
always say coaching at work,
Mhm.
but it's like it's just the same at home.
Yeah.
Okay, babe, you cut the grass. He cut the grass every 2 weeks. Oh, you did such a good job. I like how
Mhm.
you got to give those compliments.
I love
Everyone
that.
has different love languages, and you have to learn them.
Mhm.
And everybody just think that okay, if I do this, she be fine. But no, it's more to loving me, and no one seems to understand what it is. And it's like if once I feel or
Mhm.
know he can lead, then
Mhm.
that's my man. I
Mhm.
don't find leaders. No
Right.
one know how to lead or take care of business, and I don't know who fault it is
Mhm.
because I told Jalen, I'm like, Jalen, I was not taught how to call apartment complex to schedule an appointment or do interviews or whatever the case may be. That's just stuff that I knew it just came
Wow.
with.
To do.
But yeah, I
Mhm.
mean, we had to learn those things. Like if I did
Mhm.
bad on one interview, okay, this is what I need to do better. But
Yes.
some people just don't try to change
Mm-mm.
when things don't go right. Like
Right.
if it's a struggle with something, like why would you open your mouth up and really tell a woman splitting bills 50-50 instead of getting another job or bettering
Exactly.
yourself?
Mhm.
Invest in yourself.
Mm. That's
I
important.
don't knock anyone having a job because I mean, even just having a good paying job is not a good paying job. Like
Mhm.
the middle class is now lower class. But
Mhm.
is invest in yourself. Learn a trade.
Mhm.
Because I mean, and the reason story time of me getting to this
Mhm.
is I attempted to talk to this one guy. He had two jobs. Okay. They both was dishwashing jobs.
Mhm.
Okay. Why would you want two of the same jobs? But okay. I ain't
Mhm.
say no. So in the midst of us on the phone, he says that he was ordering takeout because he don't cook because he's single
Mhm.
and he don't want to come home and cook and do the dishes. I'm saying, huh? I said, so what you expect me to cook every night? Or
Mhm.
he's like, no, like 3 or 4 times out the night out the week you could cook. I said, you want me to cook and do the dishes? Mind you, I'm working my full-time job too, just like he working his job. He
Amen.
re- he really had to think, well, I guess I can do the dishes. Ain't no guessing.
Mm-mm.
It's like, sir, you not gonna have me cooking and cleaning the dishes because you got two dishwashing jobs.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
in my mind, I would want to do better.
Yep.
And that's not bashing a man. That's just
Mm-mm.
like hoping he's not my man or my brother or anything to encourage, but it's just like encourage yourself. Save your money up and do something that can get you money and make you want to cook dinner. Like
Right.
he was really looking for a mom. But it's like just do better. You could do
Yes.
better. And I tell
Yeah.
people, especially the ones that say, "Oh, I want to open up in a business." I'm like, "Yes, I will tell you what you need to do, help
Uh-huh.
you do the research because I get excited when it comes to like business owning.
Yes.
So
Yes. And I said, which is good. And that's one of the, and you hit the nail on the head with, let me finish my thought. That's one of the things I admire about you, especially being so young. And I think that it's a phenomenal trait that you have because you are an inspiration to people. You are another person in my life that I see and feel that pushes people to be better. You are loyal, you are a ride or die, you're a diehard individual, and it's just like, and you're so supportive, and it's just like, and you want the same in return, and it's just like, and what's important with what you're saying as well, the man that you want to come into your life, they need to be accountable for those things. They need to see the qualities that are in you. They need to nurture that. And it's just like because it will just strengthen you. And a lot of times we as women who have been single parents and you know pretty much raised our kids on our own and different things like that, we want it's like it's hard for people to accept that it's like we have this just natural ability to be leaders. Let me just put it like that. Because we are leaders in our household. We are leaders with our children. We are leaders there. But the right man will come into our lives who has that ability to we can succumb, we can be humble, we can obtain that humility. And I have experienced it. And before I met the love of my life, I was on a man fast for like 2 years. It was advised by my pastor, just no dating, because I was going through it. Like, no dating, cut it off. That's it. And it resonated with my spirit first. And then it was confirmed, like, you know what? Yeah, let me chill and deal with Tamra. Let me find out who I am. Let me really focus. And I mean, I didn't do a lot of dating, mind you, of course, like, because we can't, because of the lives that we live and trying to maintain home and maintain, taking care of our kids and everything like that, because they were my number one priority, even before myself. So it was like, I know that I was like, all right, but it's time to focus. It's time for me to delve into a deeper relationship with the Lord, to get to know who I am, to get to know who purpose is, to get to know, to be a better mother and to be a better person and be prepared for that individual that comes to my life when they do and when the Lord brings them. And when I did, and after I came out of it and I was dating here and dating there, whatever like that, then I met my Bobby. And you know how the story goes. I'll be sharing in, episodes to come, but it's just like it's out there. And encouraging you, encouraging the audience, it is out there. And it's just like it takes exactly what you are doing right now is reflecting, being accountable, not settling, recognizing the red flags immediately. And that's just because I noticed that in each relationship that we're in, that's what you start recognizing them sooner, quicker, and then you don't want to override them anymore when you realize who you are, your self-worth, and things of that nature. It's like you want to be able to, you know what? No, I do deserve better than that. This is what I expect for myself, for my kid, for my kids. This is what I want for them. I want them to be better than, I want them to see better than, and I feel that I need to be treated. the right way and better than I have been in the past, because you are deserving of it. And I think that is so important. And that's why I said you always strive. I said you have grown and grown and grown and grown and grown. You have not stopped. You continue to elevate. And I see the Lord just working in your life diligently, even when you don't see it.
Yeah. Because, I'm blind.
I know you always like, I don't see it. Yes, he is. I have seen you. I remember, and I have seen you grow. I share with you with people in my places of employment. I use you as an example of someone who is just determined, innovative, just continues to grow. And it's just like I brag on you all the time, like you are my kid. I said because it's just I am. I'm so proud of you to see where you were, to see your mindset change and you develop and be accountable and then continue to just press forward. And the thing that I love about you is are you are doing it for your kid, not only for yourself, you're doing it for him. And it's just like the love that you have for him and how you want to see him prosper. You are making these sacrifices. You are doing these things. And I said, that is admirable. And I said, I love you for more than that, but I love you for that too.
Like, no, seriously. I mean,
Mhm.
because it's like, I just, I have so much love to give. And I
Yes.
give my parenting love to Jalen.
Yes.
But it's like that now I have this extra love for
Mhm.
my husband
Yep.
once he come. And that's I have all that. It's still rising.
Mhm.
But like when you were saying speaking on Bobby and things like that,
Mhm.
I have to tell one of your stories one time.
Uh-huh.
Well, my favorite memory of Bobby is when you just started to date him.
Uh-huh.
And he asked me to decorate the break room and so you can have a little surprise party
Uh-huh.
at work. And I'm like, oh yeah, I didn't even know him. Like out of everybody at the job, he asked me. I'm sitting there twisting the little things. I don't do all that. And it's just like, oh my gosh, like that's what I want. Like,
Yes.
but I don't want to have to tell someone, well, I like this. Like, just listen to me. Like, I
Mhm.
love arts. I want to go to an art museum date. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I don't like Cheesecake Factory. I like
Mhm.
cheesecake, but I don't
Mhm.
like Cheesecake Factory. Like, I like different types of things. I like live band, good food, like just those type of things. And
Mm.
it's just so hard to get those things without being asked.
Mhm.
Decorate that break room. And even after he passed, he did something. And I after you told me what came in the mail, I even
Yeah.
cried. I'm like,
Yeah. He's still
and he's still working.
still working. That's why I'm
Still,
doing this podcast because he's still
still, still. How he working harder? Y'all just at home lazy. It's just
I know he done went to glory and he's still working. His
he,
remnants is still here.
he
Yeah.
is.
Yes.
So
Yes.
maybe Bobby, come, hey Bobby, find him. Tell him to message me. Ask
He
Tam for
do.
my number.
Oh God, I love it. I love it. That is
It's just
awesome.
like I don't. It shouldn't be that hard to really love someone. If it's
Right.
hard to love someone, then it is not it.
Mm-hmm.
So don't even waste the time. Like, and especially men. Men really, honestly, do know when
Mm-hmm.
that person is the one.
Mm-hmm.
Us women, I don't know. We think it is because it's like, okay, he doing one thing better than the last guy, and we
Mm-hmm.
just be stuck. Some women are, not all. But like I
Right.
said, I was pressed that the guy had a house, um, his own place and a car. And I'm like, that's regular. It's like I don't know. People
makes
won't take care of their kids.
hmm
It's just like, I don't know.
You sound like Corey because he was like, no, that's what you're supposed to do.
You are, but no,
Yeah.
but they always saying that's what they used to do, and they want a
hmm
traditional woman, but they ain't being traditional with
Right.
things. So I
Yeah.
don't know. Like, I
Yeah.
mean, I feel as though honestly that black women really do be bashed. I don't even know why that's a topic of conversation.
hmm
Um, Black people always just bashing each other, in my opinion. I don't hear no
Yeah.
other race talking about providing and taking care of, and this is my standards. I mean, it's sad that we have to have standards, and
Right.
it's sad that we have to say it out loud. And when we do, we get bashed
hmm
for it. So, I mean, it's just like, can you just do the basic things? Like
Right.
and I know they probably gonna say it's just who you dating. It was somebody I was talking to for a long time. Man,
Right.
he ain't know how to say 401k.
You said, wait a minute. What'd you say?
He ain't know how to say 401k. I had to stop. And he ain't have life insurance. I said, well, if we together, I'm gonna get life insurance from you. He said, if I die, you gonna give it to my kids?
Oh,
I said, I got the policy. Your baby mom should have did that.
I don't.
Like, why is she not smart? You got 3 kids by him.
Oh, goodness gracious.
It's just like, I'm too, if I was 20,
Yeah.
19,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
I'm about to be 40.
hmm Yep.
At my adult age,
hmm
it shouldn't be a struggle. You should have yourself together. Even
Right.
if you have a job and you doing yourself, like, we can still grow
hmm
and grow together, and I can help you and you can help me. Because I mean,
Right.
this thing that I need as well.
hmm
I don't need a man to do it for me,
hmm
but it would be nice to have my man encouraging me.
hmm
But yeah, it's just the fact that it's just a struggle.
Yes.
And what y'all wearing these Shein dresses and don't want to go to Cheesecake Factory? Stop. Y'all ain't had nothing wrong. Nothing. Y'all ain't had no problem with Shein and Fashion Nova until now, because they don't want to go to Cheesecake Factory.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. That's so,
No.
it's just like, why? It's just like, it's the efforts, it's the action that makes so much sense. It's just like, sometimes it's all in little things. You know what I mean? And to
Yeah.
be honest, all right, to give you an example, I'm not going to name any names, but there was like well, maybe 3 guys in my past. Yeah, it was 3 in my past that I dated. And they were long-term relationships, right? And all of them, because when you had mentioned about listening, how it's so important to listen, all of them I was sharing, because I'm transparent once you get into my environment. I share different things, and I'm not materialistic. I'm very easy. I'm simple. Sentimental person. I'm simple. But one of the things I had always wanted to do, and I mentioned it like, oh man, I want to go to the no, what was it? Capitol Grill, because it was in Cherry Hill in Jersey. I
Okay.
wanted to go to Capitol Grill. And people were like, Capitol Grill, that's no big deal. But at that time, because back in the day, that was like one of the expensive restaurants, because that was years ago. So when they first came up, it was expensive. And it was like, but and I was like, and being a single parent and the hustle was real, my priorities was taking care of them and doing that. So I wasn't going to be taking myself to Capitol Grill. I wanted to be treated to Capitol Grill. So I
Right.
was like, I would love to do it. Ne'er one of them never did that. It was, I am appreciative of everything that I had received, the places that I went. Yes, I am. However, it was that one was just, I wanted to get dressed up. I wanted to do this. I wanted to
Mhm.
do that. Then Bobby comes along and he heard me. I said, I don't even remember saying it to him at all. And I said, he was just in was he in transition, or that's just when he just went out on disability. Now listen to this, disability. He's on Social Security, so he was on disability at the time. And he was like, for your birthday, I want to do something special, right? Didn't tell me anything, just get dressed up. Came to the house, picked me up. Where did we go? Where did we go?
Capital Grill.
Where did we go? He said, order whatever you want. I prepared for the moment. I'm in shock. It was for my 40th birthday. Yes, it was for my 40th birthday. I'm in shock. I'm like, I don't even remember mentioning this. And I said, that's just how God is too. And it's just like, but I know he listened. He just listened. It's
Mm-hmm.
just those little things that are so important is when you listen. And it's like, because so many people don't. And it's just like, and I was so, it wasn't even the point that I was at Capitol Grill that I was thinking about. It was the fact that he heard me. He heard my heart. And
Mm-hmm.
it was just like, and he know it wasn't even about, it was a beautiful night. It was nice and everything like that. Don't get me wrong. But it was the principle. It's just like I was stuck and fell in love with the fact that he heard me.
Right.
He heard me in general, you know, and I think that's so important and to encourage people out there. It's just like it really is important who you choose as your lifelong because we do have the choice. We see red flags, we don't override them. That's what I'm learning. It's just like, you see red flags, you gotta take it for what it is. That's our intuition, that's the Lord's discernment sharing with us. Look, this ain't gonna be right. This not even necessarily that this person is a bad person, because I'm not saying these people were bad people. They just weren't my people.
Yep.
They were not my people.
It was not for you, and it's okay.
Yeah,
And they don't get it
yeah.
because it's like you're a nice person. That's what I told the guy. You're a nice person, but you're not ready to date me.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was like, do you have bad memory? Because that's how bad it was. I had to ask him if he had bad memory because
Right.
I say things. And I know people's like, well, you should just tell me. No, listen to me.
Mm-hmm.
Because the type of person I am, and I always done stuff for myself, and people don't do things for me.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm like, okay, so I can't ask anybody for anything. So I was talking to the guy, and I was like, yeah, I have to get Jalen his school stuff or whatever the case may be. It was just something simple because it was asked what was I doing for the weekend, and
Mm-hmm.
it was like, oh man, if you need some money, you can just ask me. I'm like, I told you I don't ask people for stuff because
Mm-hmm.
they either looking for something
Mm-hmm.
or they gonna bring it up and yeah, you just gotta bring it. I gave you this and you act like I don't like that. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I'm gonna just need you to just say here. Like,
Mm-hmm.
or even like when it comes to treat myself, like I will buy my person everything in the world,
Mm-hmm.
but I won't buy myself anything. And I'm
Yep.
like that even with Jalen. I buy him everything.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, do I really need these shoes? Do I
Mm-hmm.
really need do I yeah. So it's just like just say here, go get your feet done. If you know I'm gonna get my feet done, just do that. It's like
Yep.
I just need someone to push me to enjoy myself. I enjoy myself, don't get me wrong, but it's
Yeah.
like I put others, my kid and my loved ones before myself, which is horrible.
Right.
But if I gotta care for you and keep reminding you these things,
Mm-hmm.
it just makes it difficult. Like
Yeah.
it does. Like I need to go to the art museum by myself. But I
Mm-hmm.
would love to go on a date with somebody and go to the
Right.
art museum.
Right.
Like your Capitol Grill.
Yes.
Like I
That
mean,
was
because people always say you can do it yourself. But it's
yeah.
like I've been doing it myself for so long.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like I love looking at arts. Even if we doing a knitting class, whatever, together. Like do those type of things. Like
Yes.
or even if you like golf, let's go to Top Golf. Like I'm okay with those things. I don't have to
Nope.
I'm really down to earth. but apparently I don't know.
No,
I'm
I
over. I was told I needed to lower my standards, and mind you, that was years ago. I'm like, I don't. I'm like, why would I want to do that? Like,
sing Jill Scott. Let's take a long
yeah,
walk.
like why? I don't know.
Yeah, and that's
Somebody told
it's
me they
simple.
lowered their standards,
Simple.
and they married someone because they ain't want to be like someone, and I'm like,
Hmm.
you married a trash person and to act surprised. It's like, how you acting surprised? That was him from the beginning.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
it's just I don't know. They
A
say go to
learning
church. I
experience.
went to church. They tell you go places. I go places. I go out. I'm at work. I walk around. I mean, I don't know. But now I was told that men are afraid to approach women
Hmm.
in person. So now you got to get on the dating app. I don't be trying to pay for stuff, but the people I've been running into, I may need to start paying a subscription of $9.99 a year.
For
I might
real,
find somebody
for
paying
real,
$100 a year.
for
I'm like, girl, he paid for me. He paid that subscription.
real.
It's not about money, but it is. And y'all not gonna act like it's not. Do not act like it's not. For real.
Yeah.
I struggled growing up. I refuse.
Hmm. Yep.
I hope y'all see me looking at y'all because I'm serious. Stop talking about women and people in general. It's
Mhm.
love, it's money. I can't struggle. I
Right.
refuse to struggle. So why would I date someone that's struggling to struggle even more?
There you have it. It's just like that season. Maybe you're just meant to be a friend and a listening ear to
Yep.
help encourage them to get to the next level.
Yeah.
But it's not your person.
Not my person. You gotta. I heard Jalen telling his old girlfriend. When I tell you, I tell people that Jalen got a girlfriend, they be
Uh-huh.
so happy and celebrate. It's sad. Don't cancel me, y'all. But yeah, he got a girlfriend, y'all. Yes. You know that's a fear. I'm
Uh-huh.
sorry. That's something we women be scared of. Black boy. Yeah. So anywho, he got a little girlfriend and he was like, first of all, they so cute because they got this app where they take care of this pet and this baby.
Uh-huh.
And he was mad because she didn't feed the baby, so he ran away.
Oh.
So, but that's the little like that little cute stuff. I'm like, oh, maybe I'll find my person and we download that app together.
I love
But
it.
he was like, oh, he said, cause I'm the man and I'm gonna be the man of the house. So you don't have to work, but if you work, that you don't have to pay bills because I'm the provider. I said, this dude, you got
What?
a 14-year-old saying that?
Now
And
that's what I'm talking.
yeah, so it's
Yep.
like,
That's
yeah,
it. And
that's
you
what I
know what? You
think.
know why? You didn't even he learned that from watching you.
Mm-hmm.
He learned that from watching you, and that's what I see that in my boys too. I see a lot of things that they learned watching me when it comes to taking care of the home
Right,
and being provider and putting kids first and stuff like that. And I'm proud of them in that aspect of things. You know, both of them still going through their journey, they're learning, they're understanding, they're still young, but for their age right now, they are doing great. And it's just like, and I said, by the time they hit 30, they will have had an experience that's just going to continue to propel them forward. Yeah. And I'm
right.
like, oh my gosh. And I said, well, you know, Junior, we can be on this phone all
But
day
I,
long.
I know I don't want to outdo anybody. And y'all better like, comment, and subscribe. Like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah, like I'm glad you mentioned that because I keep on forgetting to mention it. Like, comment, and subscribe. But
Yeah.
girl, I love you. You are so important to me. You were so important to my Bobby. And it's just like you I just don't have any words without getting, the emotional. I
Okay,
just
Paul Thomas.
I thank you for being you. I thank God for the divine appointment that I met you so long ago, just in the workplace. But I'm gonna say it all say like if you can leave the audience with some, I'm getting a little choked up. So if you
So
can, oh wait, if you can leave them with some, see, I'm kicking the camera, I'm making everything move all over the place. So if you can leave some inspirational words for the
um
audience before we close.
inspirational. Let me try to figure out because there's some things I do want to razzle in there as well. Um, my thing is definitely love yourself. You gotta love God.
Mhm,
Um, just be sure to care. Don't lower anything for anybody else because someone said something. Okay, whatever makes you happy, you do it. There is no judgment here. But I will say, and don't get on no dating apps. Say no. But I will say I am all about the children, and it's just the frustration of being a single mother and dating. It's not too many mentors out there.
mhm,
And back in the day, people used to just take kids, even if their father was in the home, and just mentor them, guide them, and things like that. So I just suggest for people to stop complaining about the children of our future, like Whitney said, and mentor them, take them in, show them things,
mm,
and stop complaining about it. It's different programs out there. Volunteer at a Boys and Girls Club if you have the time. Adoption agencies you can mentor if you have the time. Um, just guide them because
mhm.
they will definitely make a life a lot better. Um, and maybe it would be better men and better women out here once they get older and when it comes to dating. So it won't be that difficult. So guidance is needed within the children and with the adults because I'm 37 and my mentor is Tamara. Now,
Oh,
I mean, I love you dearly, Tam. When I tell you, when you had me blessing the workplace with
yes.
the holy oil, I said, "This my girl." I ain't think you was crazy. Y'all probably think we were crazy if y'all was looking on the cameras, but I don't care because at the end of the day, I had somebody with me and I trusted her. So you have to have that connection so you can be trusted, and that's within any relationship. So trust yourself, trust your children, trust your lover, trust whoever. Just have that faith and just, I don't know, just be you. Also, don't change. Please don't change. That's
Oh,
it. Was that cute, y'all?
that was real cute. That was Junior. Yes, it was. That was
I
you.
love the kid.
That
I
was
love the
you.
kid. No,
I
seriously.
am so proud of you. And you always know that because I'm always telling you that. And I'm just like I'm saying, I'm thankful for you. Beyond words. You are a great person. You are inspiration. And I know somebody's been touched and I know they heard and were inspired by your words on today. So, on that note, I'm going to conclude this episode of In the Loft with Tamara. And remember to hold on to your dream and with unwavering faith, continue and strive to live it. Bye bye for now.